Let's talk Calgary. Join me on my journey as I explore Calgary off-leash dog parks and meet my dogs along the way. Welcome to part 6 of my journey exploring Calgary's off-leash dog parks. Today I'm exploring a park I've often seen when driving by, but never actually explored. Anne Arnold Off-Leash in Oakridge. Technically, as you will see, it crosses under Southland Drive to what's called Bob's Bench Off-Leash in Cedar Brae as well. I think the reason I've hesitated to come to this park is that the, quote, parking lot, if you will, seemed to be small and right on Southland Drive. It didn't seem like a great spot to me to be stopping and letting the dogs out with such a busy road. However, after some preliminary scouting on the map, I realized there is lots of parking within the community. I was excited to see that anything close to Southland Drive was fairly well fenced and I could steer the dogs well away from the exits. The park is also well fenced on the west side all the way down. Quick note, this park is an easy 3 kilometers long from end to end. Now, let me clarify. Even though it's fenced, there are numerous places along the way where individuals have seen fit to cut open the fence for easy passage. This wasn't a huge issue for my dogs, although they wanted to go out, but it does have the risk of wildlife interaction. In fact, the day we were there, a few people were talking about seeing and hearing coyotes on the forest side of the fence. The east side of the park is a quiet community road and homes, which, as always, can present a distraction issue for my dogs, as they love people and other dogs and feel that everyone must say hi to them. I've got to say, I think this one is one of my new favorite parks. There are enough trees for the dogs to run and explore through, and lots of open space for throwing a ball or frisbee. My dogs loved it as they were running and exploring a ton of territory, meeting new dogs and humans along the way. My biggest concern to point out is the access to the small forest, as some dogs may be too interested in whatever wildlife smells and sounds are calling them. I see some dogs and owners come out of that area, so perhaps it's worth a future adventure. I would rate this off-leash park a 9 out of 10 and highly recommend it for a solid walk and adventure. Join me for part 7 as I explore River Park off-leash in Altadore.